All right, welcome back to the UJ Chevrolet pregame show. Todd Morris with you here on the Bulldog Radio Network, and it's time to sit down with UMS-Wright head football coach Terry Curtis for our pregame interview. And, Coach, our second and final year of this scheduling cycle, which has us playing our rival game in the season opener. Didn't seem to bother us much last year as we beat St. Paul's 21-14 on the road. Now here we are getting ready for the 45th playing of the Battle of Old Shell Road at Cooper Stadium tonight. I guess it's been probably front and center for you and your players and your coaches here for a couple of weeks now.
Well, it has. They know who we're playing. It's a big game for the players. It's a big game for the parents. It's a big game for the alumni. Big game for the community, big game for the school. Yeah. I mean, we know them, they know us. We're 2 miles apart, and about playing first, I don't know about that. That's a tough call. I liked it last. I thought it was a good lead into the playoffs, but with 9-team region and they in a 9-team region, we didn't have a whole lot of options. Yeah. So here it is, the first game. Probably the worst game, not just because it's them, but anytime that first game, you really don't know what to expect out of the opponent,
right?
And you really don't know what to expect out of your own guys.
Right.
So it's kind of a catch-22 type deal, but, well, we've been through a bunch of them, and I do know our guys are ready to play a game against somebody besides each other. And I'm sure we'll play hard and see what happens.
All right, so we have big shoes to fill with the graduation of Cole Blaylock, and every year I don't ever want to say we're rebuilding because we're not. We just kind of reload around here. But Cole was so important to the team as a whole, not just offensively, but kick return and so on. I'm going to assume Senior Joe Lott's going to probably be expected to pick up a majority of that slack. Talk a little bit about what you want to see from Joe tonight, and the team offensively without Cole Blaylock.
I want to see Joe make some plays. That's going to be a key. Like last year, he was one of our playmakers, and he's got to do that again this year. Plus, now with the added attention of playing quarterback, he's got to be able to manage the game and know kind of what's going on with the game and those sort of things, which adds a lot of not necessarily pressure for him, but just a lot of added deal. He knows he's a key. We're going to still use him to block kicks. Hopefully we won't have to use him to return punts and kickoffs, but he will play some on defense in certain situations. Yeah. But early in the year, we just kind of got to watch these guys to make sure with the heat and everything else that we don't overdo some of them.
And then on the defensive side of the ball, I was looking at the stats. Our top 4 tacklers from last year all graduated. So now here we are trying to figure out who's going to step in, be that quote-unquote quarterback of the defensive side. Who do you kind of counting on to step up on that side of the ball?
Well, really, hopefully all of them. I mean, we're starting 2 sophomores in there, 2 seniors who have never played. The only one who has played is Holston.
Yeah.
And he's changing positions. So I do like how they run. I guess my biggest problem is if we can line up right. If we can line up right, we'll be okay. We've had some trouble with that in practice. Unbalanced sets giving us trouble and stuff like that. We got to line up, and somebody over there has got to take the leadership of that defense. Holston has tried to at times because really the front is new and the back end new. With Joe not playing over there now, we're really going to have 3 new people in the secondary. And our back end probably worries me more than my linebackers and our front.
When you look at your roster as a whole, 82-man roster this year. I think you had 18 seniors by my count. Any of them surprised you here in camp that you weren't necessarily expecting to step up, but they've stepped up for you?
Not necessarily seniors. We kind of expected the guys that are going to play most of the time have done it. We moved Pierce Dean from defense to center, and he's doing a good job for us. William Tanner, who's been a quarterback for 2 years, is going to start at safety. he's been a pleasant surprise, and hopefully that continues. And we're going to play 2 or 3 guys on at corner, Charlie Jeffrey and James Scott and probably even James Holland some over there that hopefully they'll be able to hold up their end. I really feel confident in our front. I think we got 6 or 7 guys up there that can play, that have played some. Oscar McCullough, C.J. Stewart, Luke Lambert, who's a linebacker, going to play both. Bassett's done a good job, and so I think we can alternate a bunch of guys over there and be okay.
You're traditionally a run-first coach, always have been. Kind of feel like offensive line's a strong point for us going into this season? Would you agree?
Well, Hayden Brill's done well, and our 2 tackles, him and Jack Otts. I feel good about them. Ty Yance, as a 6'4" guy, when he wants to get after it, he can do it. And one of the guards is going to be a new guy. Not sure who it's going to be yet. Wilson Murphy, Harrigan Weston, Sam Williams, all of them are vying there. And then another senior at the left guard who does have some experience, Liston Peterson.
Yeah.
So, hopefully it is. I wish we had a little more size over there. We've got the Brill kid who's really the only big guy we got. But it's going to be kind of a new deal with those guys, with our new backs.
Right.
We're going to have Bo Wills. How much Jake J will play this week, I don't know. William Taylor, James Holland will probably play over there some, and it's just going to be a new combination. Like I was saying earlier, you don't really know what to expect.
Right.
We've got a lot of guys that are back that are juniors and seniors, but they don't have a lot of experience of playing. So it is what it is, and we'll be ready to go.
What are we expecting from the Saints? We expecting the running or expecting passing? What are we preparing for?
Well, they got their quarterback back. They've got a new running back, from what we hear, a sophomore that didn't get a lot of carries last year. Their best back, I think, last year, transferred to Spanish Fort, and their other one graduated, the Bracy kid, who I thought were their 2 best players. But supposedly they have an all-world linebacker over there that everybody's talking about, and they got one guy, defensive lineman, back. So they're in a lot of the same situation we're in. They're probably good players, but they don't have a lot of experience, and we haven't seen them. They they got beat, I think, in the 3rd round last year at Theodore, and we just have to kind of see how it goes.
All right, Coach. Thanks for joining us on the pregame show. Look forward to doing this each and every week throughout the season, and good luck tonight.
Thank you.
All right, we'll hear more from Coach Curtis coming up later on in the halftime show, so make sure you stick around for that. But the 45th playing of the Battle of Old Shell Road kicks off the 2023 season tonight here at Cooper Stadium. It's UMS-Wright versus St. Paul's coming up in just a minute. We'll be back with more of the UJ Chevrolet pregame show right here on the Bulldog Radio Network, Sports Talk 99.5 Mobile, an iHeart radio station.